Yeah, I mean, it's horrific. It's tragedy. I mean,
tonight on DC News Now, a Virginia community in shock after learning their neighbor was killed in a crash. Police say teens were driving a stolen car when they hit him. Plus, the Commanders adding some big talent to the roster. Four-time Pro Bowler Stefon Diggs coming back home to the DMV. We've got the details of his deal.
We're tracking yet another hot and humid one out there for the day tomorrow, and a chance for storms. More on the latest timing coming up.
The final decision will rest right where it belongs, with the people of Maryland.
Maryland Governor Wes Moore signing a bill to let voters weigh in on new redistricting rules in the state.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 10 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan. Susan Tran has a night off. We now know the name of the Virginia man killed in a deadly crash in a stolen car in Germantown, Maryland. Police say 58-year-old William Payne II died when that stolen Kia Optima slammed into his Toyota at Clopper Road and Great Seneca Highway early Tuesday morning. Montgomery County Police say the other driver was just 13 years old. 6 other kids in his car range in ages from 12 to 15. DC News Now's Dave Laval joining us live tonight in Germantown. And Dave, this is such a tragic story on so many different levels.
Yeah, you got that right, Chris. It's hard to just stand here and think about the life lost and all those lives ruined in the crash that took place here at the intersection of Clopper Road and Great Seneca Highway. Among those feeling the loss hardest, neighbors of the victim.
I think everybody's in shock.
Audrey Facemeyer's reaction to the death of her neighbor, William Vance Payne II. He's the person killed in Tuesday's crash. Facemeyer did not know Payne, but is friends with his wife.
We have the same dog, and we were waiting for our kids to get off the bus together, and she was a great woman, and I can't imagine what she's going through.
Montgomery County Police say the 13-year-old boy drove a stolen Kia Optima from Germantown hours earlier. He drove north on Great Seneca Highway when he entered Clopper Road and slammed into Payne's car just before 5:30 in the morning. Payne died at the scene. All 7 juveniles in the stolen car went to the hospital, but we have not been told their conditions.
I mean, what were they doing out at morning commute time in a car?
Payne lived in Berryville, Virginia. Facemeyer is not the only neighbor wondering the same thing.
having kids steal a vehicle, go joyriding at 5 in the morning, it just seems really odd to me.
Payne worked as a mechanical engineer at Gaithersburg's National Institute of Standards and Technology for 29 years. The company said in a statement, quote, "Our thoughts are with Vance's family, friends, and colleagues during this difficult time. The thoughts of friends are also with the family."
I hope they know we're all thinking about them. Everybody in Berryville, just, you know, if we can do anything to help. And
this is just such a tragic story. Now, we can tell you neighbors have turned to social media to help raise money for the family. As for the juveniles in that stolen car, it will now be up to the state's attorney for Montgomery County to determine if any charges are filed. We're live in Germantown, Maryland. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Yeah, really heartbreaking there, Dave. Thanks. Meanwhile, all new tonight, D.C. police say a man is dead in a shooting in Glover Park. It happened just before 8 tonight on 41st Street Northwest in a home near Stoddard Elementary School. The man was found inside that home and died at the scene. This is a developing situation. Anyone with information is urged to call D.C. police. In Maryland, a teenage boy injured after Prince George's County police say a gun accidentally went off. It happened at an apartment in Glen Arden. Police said the teen is expected to be okay. No word yet on how that gun fired. All new tonight, the bus driver accused of causing a deadly crash on 95 in Stafford County, Virginia in May has now been released from jail. 5 people were killed, including a family from Massachusetts, when police say Jing Dong failed to slow down for backed up traffic approaching a work zone crashing into 2 vehicles. The 48-year-old has pleaded not guilty to 5 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Dong's release is conditional on him not driving any vehicles or leaving the Commonwealth. A preliminary hearing is set for August 28th. In Maryland, the Department of Natural Resources is closing additional areas of Cunningham Falls State Park after a second person was bitten by a beaver. A 19-year-old fisherman saying a beaver bit him this morning in the South Beach Day Use area. NRP officers caught and euthanized the animal. The Federal County Health Department is now testing it for rabies. This is the second incident at that state park within the last 2 weeks. Last week, a 13-year-old boy was bitten by a beaver that tested positive for rabies. Park Service now closing the Hawk Day Use area, the adjacent boat ramp, and Big Hunting Creek while they investigate a possible rabies outbreak. Other areas of the park, including the campground, they will remain open. All right, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jackie Layer here for our first check on the weather. Another warm, muggy night out there. Some of us are seeing some storms, but most of us are not, fortunately.
Exactly. So it looks like right around the district we are dry, but it's back west of the I-81 corridor. We're dealing with some thunderstorms. So you may be noticing that, maybe hearing some that thunder, I should say, in the distance, especially if you're right around the Martinsburg area. It looks like this cell is now pushing into that region as we speak. Yes, like I mentioned, does include lightning and also some torrential downpours. I mean, some of those darker reds are popping up on this screen along parts of the eastern panhandle as we speak. So again, that's approaching Martinsburg and the I-81 corridor with the leading edge of that cell pushing its way north and eastward. But these will continue to break apart as they move their way north and east over the course of the next hour or two. Temperatures right now, though, I mean, it is a very warm night. Upper 70s to lower 80s is still what we're holding on to, at least into the district. Dew points, those are well into those 70s. So this humid air is still going to be looming through the overnight and also into tomorrow as well as Friday. So we got to get used to this hot, humid, and tropical-like air mass that's still sticking around through the end of the week. Not only that, as we look towards tomorrow, you're going to be tracking that heat. High temperatures right around those lower 90s, but feels like temperatures as early as 2 p.m. We feel like we're into those triple digits, but we're also monitoring that chance for some more thunderstorm activity. More on that coming up.
All right, Jackie, we'll see you then. We now know how much taxpayers are dishing out to keep the National Guard in the district. It's $1.4 billion. That, according to a Defense Department estimate provided to Congress. The Trump administration has reportedly spent around $55 million per month since the Guard was deployed last month. In total, taxpayers could be spending around $2.1 billion through January of 2029. DC News Now is your local election headquarters. It's official. Maryland voters will decide in November whether to approve a state constitutional amendment that would allow Maryland lawmakers to redraw congressional maps that would favor Democrats. The move comes after a rare 2-day special session of the General Assembly. It's also in response to redistricting efforts in red states across the country looking to gain GOP seats in the House heading into the midterms. DC News Now's Randy Bass is in Annapolis, tracking new developments and what comes next for Maryland voters.
Lawmakers beating today's deadline to get this state constitutional amendment on the ballot in November. Today, Governor Wes Moore ceremonially signing that legislation, the redistricting bill, today after Democrats pushed this through the legislature hard earlier this week during a special session. It's important to note that this amendment, if voters give it the okay in November, won't redraw the state's congressional maps for this upcoming election in 2026. It won't change any maps at all right away. Today, Governor Wes Moore said this is about making sure Maryland voters have the ultimate say.
Maryland voters will decide. And I look forward to working together to pass it with a strong yes, yes, yes in November. The final decision will not rest with Donald Trump.
But it could open the door for Democrats to redraw the state's congressional maps by 2028 with less oversight. The amendment would change how maps can be drawn and change the court's ability and power to strike those maps down after lawmakers approve them. Republicans in the General Assembly not happy about this move, now weighing their options to challenge this amendment, including potential legal action and a campaign against it.
Because it's wrong. It's wrong where it occurs in any state. And we're willing to say it. On the record, it's wrong when Republicans do it. It's wrong when Democrats do it.
The state currently has one red seat in Congress held by Andy Harris on the Eastern Shore.
And this amendment would not eliminate anybody from Congress. The people would. When we are watching the type of assault on our democracy that we are seeing across the country, blatant and in broad daylight, does Maryland have the right to respond?
The Maryland GOP sharing a statement on X calling this legalized gerrymandering, saying campaign to defeat this amendment at the polls starts today. In Annapolis, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Ever since quarterback Jaden Daniels was drafted by the Washington Commanders, the team has been in search of a legit number 2 receiver to complement Terry McLaurin, and they may have finally found one in Stefon Diggs. DC News Now has confirmed Diggs has signed a 1-year deal with Washington. It's worth up to $12 million, and he could be that final piece of the puzzle for this offense. The Gaithersburg, Maryland native, who played here at the University of Maryland, is a 4-time Pro Bowler. He has 7 1,000-yard seasons, including last year in New England when the Patriots played in the Super Bowl. Sports director Derek Forrest will have much more on this big signing coming up in the next half hour. Meanwhile, changes are coming to horse racing's Triple Crown. The Preakness Stakes is set to shift 8 days later than its typical mid-May run in Baltimore. Maryland Governor Wes Moore says the race will also now be run on a Sunday for the first time starting next year. The hope behind the shift to give horses more rest and attract top fields. It also allows for an extra week of promotion following the Kentucky Derby. The home of the Preakness, Pimlico Racecourse, is undergoing that massive $500 million renovation, expected to be finished in 2028.
Preakness can and will remain the second jewel of the Triple Crown, and nothing will change that. If you want to win the Triple Crown, we'll see you in Baltimore.
Starting in 2028, the Preakness Stakes will line up with the Memorial Day weekend. Leaders hoping the race and holiday weekend will bring more tourism dollars to the state.